Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I want to talk about your manifestation journey, which is essentially your life path, right? Once we're spiritually awakened, our eyes are open. The back of the sweatshirt says the universe has your back. Check it out. It is so cute. One of my clients got it for me when I went on that retreat to the Poconos. Right before I got in my car accident, she gifted us all these sweatshirts, all the women that were on the retreat. It was so thoughtful, but this is what happens, right? We awaken and then now we're on this new path, right? Like we can't go back. We can't go back to the way our life was because we know too much now. We're too awake. We see things differently and it's better, right? It's so much better to be aware, to be self-reflecting. And then we realize, wow, we have the power to now kind of dictate where our life is going to go. And when I first started on my journey awakening and learning all this, my ego got the best of me and I started to really want to control my reality, and my ego just wanted to manifest everything. And the first thing that we want to manifest is money. We just want to win the lottery and do nothing and then just be happy. And that's not why our soul came here. Yes, you can win the lottery. So many people do. But it's, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do to win it? How are you going to get your vibration ready to receive it? And the one thing that I learned is that when we're manifesting, most of what we're manifesting is a match to a version of us that we have not uncovered yet. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense, but there's this like platform of all the things you want in front of you, right? And you just can't reach it. You can't step up to that platform because you have these like cinder blocks weighing you down. There's this weight on you that literally will not allow you to step up. And that's how I see manifesting. That's how I see this whole journey. And the reason why I became a coach and I wanted to help people is because I know how to take off those cinder blocks. I know how to chip away at each one, because each one of those cinder blocks is not who you are. They're all costumes, they're layers. And the hardest part, you guys, I've been on this journey for almost 7 to 8 years now. And the hardest part is right now you're watching this and you're saying, I don't have that many cinder blocks. I don't see any blockages. I'm good. And I hate to break this to you, but there's stuff on me that I can't even see right now. That's why it's called an awakening. You're coming alive. You're coming more online and you're seeing things that you couldn't see before. So if that platform filled with your desires is there, but it's not dropping into your reality, then you have something holding you back. And the whole journey is letting go. It's not reaching out and saying, I want this and I'm just going to bring it to me. We have to let go of something to then magnetize it to us. And that's what I wanted this whole video to be about, to bring you awareness that it is you letting go of more of what you're not that's going to allow the money, the lottery, the person, the home, the car. It's going to allow that in. You guys, any manifestation that I've gotten, whether it's my Bronco that I just got, whether it's a job I got, whether it's money, whether it's an opportunity to create a mindfulness program, right before these things dropped in, there was like a major health crisis or an accident or loss. I would lose family members. There was always some sort of pivotal moment of breakdown. And then I'd become a match to the thing because I had less of what was not a match to me on me. With my car accident recently, I had a couple lessons. It wasn't just manifesting a Bronco, but the accident woke me up to more of the behaviors that I was doing before the accident that were not healthy, that were not good. I wasn't always wearing my seatbelt. Sometimes I'd get in my Jeep and I would just feel like so protected by my angels and my guides. And I'd be like, I'm fine. I'm just going here. I don't need to wear a seatbelt. Well, in my accident, I was wearing my seatbelt. I was on a 3-hour drive home and I had my seatbelt on. But if I was at home just going to the store or something, I wasn't always wearing my seatbelt. So these were small little lessons that my guides and angels were like slapping me on the wrist, being like, start wearing your seatbelt, Michelle. And after that accident, I will never not wear my seatbelt because it shook me to the core, right? So we have these things. So that version of Michelle is different now. Before the accident, I was kind of reckless. I was overly trusting, thinking that nothing would happen to me. And along the journey, we have to tighten up. And in reality, that's not me loving myself. I wasn't valuing my life, putting the seatbelt on, saying, I love myself so much. I don't want myself to get hurt. I was kind of out of my body, not really in my body, thinking about, what would happen to my nieces and my nephews if I wasn't here anymore. That I'm a loving source for them. It's almost like, when you're parents, you have to think about your kids. Even though I don't have any living children, I have family, I have friends that care about me. I was being reckless, not taking care of myself, and something really bad could have happened to me. So we have these like pivotal moments, and ironically, a manifestation sometimes comes in after these big life lessons and small life lessons, but it's because we're now refined. And that's why I call my coaching program Soul Accelerator. And it's all about transforming you because it's a soul refinement. We are sitting on Zoom. You're sitting on Zoom with me one on one or in a group setting. It switches every week. And we're figuring out where you can tidy up your ship. Where can you start working out? Where can you start, seeing healthy practitioners? Where can you start taking supplements, taking care of your body, meditating more, journaling more, wearing your seatbelt? I want to help you become a match to those desires that are sitting on that platform, waiting to walk into your life. And I can share with you all the icky things that I had to go through to help me refine myself so that I could receive the things that I'm receiving now, which is so much abundance. You guys, I've had 2 high earning months as an entrepreneur, and it took me a really long time to get there, but I did it. And before I had those 20K, 30K months, guess what happened? I was remembering really old traumas and I had to grieve them. I had to feel so sorry for myself that I experienced them. I then had anger and frustration. Why is our world like this? Why do we hurt children in our world? And I just was like looking through a lens of hatred for a couple months, and I had to purge that. And as soon as I healed all of what was not a match to me, right? That trauma is not who I am, but it was dormant in me. And my view of those people, that was pent up energy, that anger, that frustration. I had to actually face it and heal it. And as soon as I did, it kind of dissolved and went away. And then boom, the 30K came in. I was like, this is all I needed to do. Like, oh my gosh. And, we're not really in control of every aspect of our healing. Like, I didn't even have memories of that trauma until it surfaced. But to have a support system while that was happening was huge for me. So I highly recommend you guys joining my coaching program. It's open right now. The doors close 1/11, January 11th, 2025. They're going to close then. We're going to start that week. And you're going to have a group of women and me supporting you for the next 6 weeks. And we are going to accelerate you. We are going to refine you. We're going to figure out all the little nooks and crannies that you're missing, that you need to tidy up or you need to start doing so that you can receive everything on your platform. All of your desires, right, are right in front of you. Maybe you're going to join my program and you're going to write down new desires because maybe in the past you didn't think it was possible. And then you join our group and you see that all these other women are wanting the same thing that you're wanting. And now you can do it together in a cohesive group where we're all pouring our energy into each other, elevating each other, supporting each other. It's going to be so fun. But don't forget this, your manifestations are right there. And the only thing that's blocking you from receiving them are the lessons we have to learn, the cinder blocks we have to release, and the forgiveness that we have to find in our heart for any resistance of our past. Okay. And that's the work we do, inner child work. We do inner joy work, as I like to call it. I help you tap into your divine feminine. Believe it or not, a lot of your money manifestations, business manifestations, vacations, anything related to like luxury and money is all connected to your sacral chakra. And love too, everything is connected to the sacral because that's your womb space. That's where we create from. We bring life into the world through that energy. So we will kind of like tap on any kind of cinder blocks that are blocking the sacral chakra, maybe even the heart chakra, maybe the throat chakra. Maybe you're scared to speak your truth and set boundaries. One time I had a woman in my coaching program. Her body would have anxiety every July and she couldn't figure out why. She would literally have panic attacks. And in the program, we discovered that she had been assaulted by her ex-partner. He was abusive. And there was one really bad event in July. and her body was remembering the trauma, but her conscious mind wasn't piecing it together because she had shoved it down so deep. She didn't want to remember it. She felt like a weak woman. And that kind of abuse really does affect your psyche. It affects your confidence. It affects your throat chakra. Well, us releasing that trauma for her in her body, she is so much more expressive now. She's standing up to people in her family that have been always pushing her around. She's just crushing life right now. And if she didn't join the program, we wouldn't have uncovered that trauma. She would have never connected the dots. And maybe she would have later in life. But with the work we do, I'm going to prompt you with questions that are going to help you get to the root. And it's not scary. You know, you might think it's scary to go back to those trauma and those pains, but it's actually freeing. Your body will then be free from it. You're no longer going to be in resistance of it. And she no longer fears July now. July now can be a great month where she can explore and go on summer vacations. She's a teacher, so she's so pumped to now not have that burden of the summer months being hard for her. So, what we do in my program, we not only help you manifest, but we help set you free from these hidden prisons that you've been living in. And maybe you've just normalized it and you think, you know, this is just my life and this is just what I'm going to deal with. My summers are always going to be tough. Absolutely not. We do not want you living that way. I am here to show you what refinement looks like. I am here to show you what your soul can look like boundless, with no triggers, with no frustrations. It is possible. If you've struggled with your weight your whole life, I am somebody who fluctuated 20 pounds, 30 pounds up, 20 pounds down, 40 pounds up, 20 pounds down. And it was all self-sabotage from my inner fears, from my abuse as a child, from the pressures in my home, from societal pressures. All of these different things in my psyche were protecting me and keeping me overweight because I was scared of getting hurt. And once I uncovered that self-sabotage, I was able to stop it for good. I've maintained the same weight for 6 years now. And I can help you do that too. There's so many different little intricate parts of your journey that this program can help you with. It can help you with career, manifesting money, your body, your health, your mental health, your freedom with your family, with your friends, with your children. Oh my gosh. Parenting is a huge part of my program. I was a teacher for 17 years. I love helping parents love their kids the way they need it, because the kids that were born after 2012 are different. Okay, just remember that. The kids that are born after 2012 are different. They are highly sensitive souls and they need different things. So we have to ask them, what do they need? What do you need? Do you need to be in nature? Do you need raw fruits and vegetables? Because their bodies are not going to be able to eat the way we used to eat. They're not going to be able to live without nature every day. We have to get them out barefoot in nature. They're crystal children, star seeds, whatever you like to call them. But I coach parents to help them parent their children better, because a lot of times these kids can cause the family to have a lot of ruptures because the child is saying that they need something and parents aren't understanding it. And they're like, oh, I don't know why they want to be outside all the time, but we have to honor that. So there's so many different layers to the work that we do, but your manifestations are all included in this, because if you're trying to manifest something as a mom, you know, when your daily life is in turmoil because something's wrong with your child and you can't figure it out, or you guys just aren't connecting well, that affects your vibration, that affects your frequency. You're not able to show up for yourself and for your family as a parent. So we have to get you in the best routines, giving you a foundation, giving you the tools to parent your kids the way they need it, helping you understand your psyche so that you're not getting frustrated with your spouse about tiny little things. We do it all. So if you feel called, if you want to manifest a whole new reality for yourself, if you want everything on that platform to come into your life in 2025, click the link in my comments. I already have a few women in my group. We're already chatting, we're already communicating, and we are so pumped to see who else is going to join us, because this group is for spiritually driven women who want to better themselves for their spouses, for their families, for their kids, for their workplace, maybe for themselves if they just want to start a business. This is for you. Okay, so sign up. It's 6 weeks. We're going to do 2 one-on-one calls, just you and me. Then we'll do 4 group calls. We'll have a group chat. We'll share our wins, our synchronicities. I'm just a bridge for you. I am helping bridge you to the next version of you that you're not quite sure exists, but I'm there to show you that she exists. and I'm going to walk you over that bridge. And then you're going to be on your own, flying high at the end of the 6 weeks, and you're going to be living your best life. And you're going to literally have these tools forever. Okay, so click that link, join. I cannot wait to meet you. You get to hang out with me every week for 6 weeks. We're going to be besties. And the good thing is, being in our inner circle is so fulfilling. The energy is so good. If you enjoy my videos and you feel good after each one, imagine what it's like to be one-on-one with us for an hour. You're going to feel your vibration is literally going to rise, which is going to set you up to receive more. Okay, I would not be surprised if someone won the lottery in my coaching group because that's how high vibrational it can be. And I don't want you joining if that's all you want to do. If you only want to win the lottery, this is not the program for you. This is the program for you if you want to better yourself. Doors close 1/11. Thank you so much for supporting me and my daughter and our channel. We love you to the moon and back, and we just want you living your best life. Lovies, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.